People say, I am the best boss. They go, God, we've never worked in a place like this before. You're hilarious. And you get the best out of us. I think that pretty much sums it up.
Micheal Scott is a middle-aged paper salesman that lives in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He works for Dunder Mifflin Paper Company and is the regional manager of the Scranton branch. Micheal likes to take improv classes, write screenplays, and get together with his best friends who happen to be his coworkers. Micheal Scott is a virtuous person because he cares unconditionally for his friends, he's extremely dedicated to his job, and he manages the office well. Micheal considers the people who work at Dunder Mifflin his best friends, with the exception of Toby.
If I had a gun with 2 bullets and I was in a room with Hitler, Bin Laden, and Toby, I would shoot Toby twice.
And would do anything for them. He exhibits courage when he defends them in times of conflict. For example, when Oscar, one of Micheal's employees, comes out to the rest of the office, Micheal kisses him to show his acceptance. Although this was highly inappropriate and causes corporate to make a settlement with Oscar not to sue, it took courage to enforce an important value of the office, to support your friends. Another example of Micheal's courageous nature is when he fought for the Scranton branch not to get closed down by corporate. He was willing to do what it took to protect the people in the office and their jobs. The intention behind acts like this is to create genuine relationships with his friends out of true care and love. Micheal Scott truly embodies the virtue of courage. Secondly, Micheal is extremely dedicated to his job as regional manager of Dunder Mifflin Scranton. He does his job out of the true enjoyment it brings him and to create the best work environment for his employees. Micheal really exhibits justice because he does his job to the best of his ability. An example of his dedication is when he burns his foot on a George Foreman grill because he cooks bacon by his bed in the mornings. Although he was injured, he still insisted on coming to work. Micheal is the regional manager of his branch, and therefore, the rest of the employees are under his authority. Micheal does a great job creating an environment that allows for giving people what they want, but also enforcing rules and keeping order. This creates a flow in the office that makes management easy because he is enforcing the rules and people are willing to follow it. An example of this is when he sets up a basketball game in the warehouse to determine who will come in the office on Saturday.
What's wrong with me today? Usually hit those.
Because corporate insists on it. This brings a fun element of getting something done that is unappealing to do. Micheal Scott exhibits moderation by being a good leader that gets things done while also making the office happy. He is also willing to keep the order of the office even when it is difficult. For example, when Micheal reprimands Dwight for visiting the fake Crentis the dentist,
your dentist's name is Crentist.
When he really tried to convince Jan to let him take over the office. He kept order of the office and was even able to make his wrongful employee see his wrong. Micheal manages his office like a philosopher king because he uses the wisdom he's gained in the many years at the office to rule it with reason. Although he makes mistakes, he uses them to learn and increase his knowledge and uses the most fundamental value to manage the office that he's learned over the many years, that it's all about the people.
Crazy. Toby, how do we do?
Well, that was better.
Yes!